Good morning and welcome to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Linda Fontaine. Today, my guest is Stella Robinette with Hope. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, and this is a great opportunity for me and everybody to learn about what HOPE is. That's an acronym. What does that stand for?
Help Our Potential Evolve, and I wanted something that had the word hope with it, so it would give you hope for the future.
I love that. Help our potential evolve. And who exactly do you target? Who's the people that you help?
Okay, we help youth 11 to 19 years of age, teaching them life skill lessons, such as banking, real estate. We teach them how to go to college for little to no money, because we don't want them to graduate heavy in debt.
Right.
So that's a huge thing for us. We want to make them be able to be self-sufficient adults by the time they graduate college. And I think we are a hand up, not a handout. For the low-income kids, they learn how to not live beyond their means. For the moderate kids, they learn that a dollar has a great value to it, and they have to work for everything that they do in the program. They don't get anything handed to them. They're learning how to work.
Well, how do the youth, 11 and up, you're saying, how do they get involved?
Well, a lot of their friends will invite them into the program. We go out to the schools as well. And then a lot of it is just word of mouth, seeing us out in the community, because Hope is also a tithing organization. We are a nonprofit. We may not be able to financially help, but we do come back into the community and give back, such as volunteering for Keep Kingsport Beautiful, Fun Fest, United Way. So we try to always give back, and then our kids will have fundraisers themselves, where it's two programs that they actually give back to their peers, such as kids that are being taken out of the home. They have Spreading Hope, and they collect luggage that they give to the social workers. So when they take the kid out of the home, in that luggage, we will give them toiletries and underwear, socks, and then they can take it to the kids so they can go into their new home with dignity.
I love that.
And then the other thing that they do, Christmas time, they pack bags and they put toiletry, non-perishable foods, hats, scarves, gloves, things like that for them to be warm in, and they give that to the homeless.
I love that you're teaching them that have needs themselves to put others first.
Yes. And that was our whole goal too, is for them to learn how to give back to the community that is helping them.
I love that. How many people can be involved in this organization? How many kids can you take, and how many do you have?
Well, I mean, we have 56 kids now. We just had some new ones to join us. But when we have certain events like our Hope for Health, we invite outsiders to come in, like Boys and Girls Club. They went with us to Food City and Farmers Market to shop. We actually got a grant where they had to learn how to shop for healthy foods, prepare the healthy foods, learn about shopping in Food City at the Farmers Market, and we would give them all $10 and they would have to shop. If it was a family of youth, say brothers and sisters, then one would buy all the meat, one would buy all the vegetables, one would buy all the fruit. But it had to be healthy foods.
That's great. You're really teaching. These are things that we think people just know.
Yes.
But they don't. Not unless they're in a home that already practices this kind of behavior. And a lot of times their parents weren't raised in that environment, so they just don't know.
Exactly.
So you're helping them even, and they can even teach their families, their parents how to shop. So is there a cap on how many people you can have in the program?
No, as long as we can get volunteers to help us with it, I mean, we could continue to go on. We do things as a group, but we also do things one-on-one with the youth, because it just depends on what their needs are. If they need tutoring, we have tutors, you know, that can help them, because in order to get our scholarship, they have to have a 3.0, they have to be active in Hope, and they have to have that savings account and been putting money in it, because that just shows us that they are learning how to manage their money.
Is this an after-school thing? Is this just a summer thing? Is this
No,
all
we,
year round?
we are year round. We usually meet every Wednesday. And then we have other days that we meet, like this week we've met together 3 times this week because they went to King College for their tour. And then they had their banking class yesterday, and then we had our youth meeting. So we can meet often, or we can meet once a week, but it's something that's ongoing all the time. And then it may just be a few that I'm working with that week, like the high school students mainly, or they job shadow, so it may be another volunteer that's working with them. Because from our program, the Dream Book, they have to go through a survey. It's about 300 questions, and it goes off to Stanford University. It comes back, it tells them their top 10 jobs that they may like to do, and they get to pick one. And then from there, we give them a salary or whatever it came back to be. Like, for an example, one youth wanted to be an engineer, she just didn't know what. So she took this, it came back, it gave her her list. She decided she wanted to be an electrical engineer. So from that, we gave her a salary on today's money market. And so from there, she had to learn how to take out taxes out of her check, her insurance, you know, everything that comes out of a check, and then have her living expense. So by her salary, when they came in to do the real estate, she could have bought the $250,000 home, but she chose not to. She bought the $88,000 home instead of buying a new car, because we make them be aware about their money, where they're not living beyond their means. So she actually purchased, or you know, it's pretend, but she actually purchased the used car instead of a new car.
I think that's smart anyway.
It
No
is
matter
smart.
what. Because you can buy a car that's just 2 years old and half price practically.
Right.
Such
Then we'd have a
savings.
youth that's like the starving artist, we call them. Okay. So with her, then she tried to pick the $250,000 home. Well, okay, that's an eye opener for her, because you can't do it, and the bank's not going to loan you the money.
Especially artists, because it's too uncertain, too volatile.
So we try to teach them each scenario so they won't make at least so many mistakes when they become adults.
This is great. How long has Hope been in existence?
It was 11 years this past February.
Okay.
We've been in existence, yes.
Now, you say they meet on Wednesdays year-round. So how would the kids, are most of them driving age where they can come to? Where are you guys located?
Well, we just moved to 618 Watauga Street. We were at Carver Street next to Central Baptist Church, and they had the fire.
Oh.
So we had to move, and so First Broad was very gracious in letting us have an office there. So we're meeting there now. But on Wednesdays, we meet either at Central Baptist Church or Fort Robinson Church. They call it the Fort now, because we want them to have an experience with Bible study, but not necessarily us pushing it. So we partner with churches to do that.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. Okay, so tell me, do you guys need volunteers?
Absolutely.
Always, right?
Yes, we need volunteers that will be willing for them to job shadow in whatever career the child's trying to go into. If it's engineering, if you're an engineer, please volunteer. You know, if you're a teacher, please volunteer. You know, because we may have a student that wants to be a teacher, and then that way they can talk to someone that's in that career that they may be getting ready to
A mentor.
pursue. Yes. Yes. And then we also need volunteers to help with transportation. We need volunteers to help with classes. So we need volunteers for any and everything we can think of. We need them.
Good. How can they get a hold of you if somebody wants to volunteer?
Okay, they can call me at 423-276-6541, or my email is stella@hopetricities.com.
Stella@hopetricities.com. Okay. And so that's a good way for them to get in touch with you or to call that number, 423-276-6541. Do you guys have a Facebook page?
We have a Facebook page and we have a website. Our website is hopetricities.com, www.hopetricities.com. And we do have a Facebook page, and it's Hope, Help Our Potential Evolve. We usually try to put everything that we do in our program on our Facebook page, if not our website, because we want the community to see, especially the ones that really get involved with us. We want them to see, you know, how we are progressing in the program, how the kids are learning. So we try to put everything that I know that we do on that page.
And so it's hopetricities.com? Now, is it Hope with H period, O period, or anything for the acronym, or just the word
No,
Hope?
we took the periods out. We were having a problem with that.
Okay.
So it's just Hope Tri-Cities, all small cases, hopetricities.com.
Okay, that's easiest. People can just Google Hope Tri-Cities and
Yes.
it'll come up.
They can.
Okay, that's the best way to do it. I love that. So this is a neat, see, you've been in existence 11 years, and I'm just learning about it.
Well, we try each year to have a breakfast that the community can come to learn more about us. So
That's great. Well, we're going to get the word out, and we're going to be talking some more. Let's take a break and listen to our wonderful sponsors, but then we'll be back with Stella Robinette and learning more about hope.